It's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back with another special video, and I'm back on CV football. Yesterday, interesting results. Oh my god, this Premier League. Honestly, I can't even predict it anymore. I give up at times because I just lost for words some of the results. But it is why the Premier League is one of the best leagues in the world, because of the unpredictability. So interesting and fantastic games yesterday. Starting from the lunchtime game, Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. Honestly, this game, I said it could go either way because both teams are quite equal. But I did say Nottingham Forest are favourites in the game because obviously they're second, and on top of it as well, they've got confidence as well. They're third actually, not second. I might be wrong actually, but they got confidence in the game, and honestly, they got confidence leading up to this. No, actually, they lack confidence leading up to this, but they're still the favourites because of their league position and how good they've been doing this season. Because the last game they lost 5-0 against Bournemouth, but that could happen. A bad day in the office is bound to happen, especially if you're playing that good, and on top of it, they don't have squad depth like that. But this game, I said it could go either way, but I did say Nottingham Forest were favourites because Brighton were very up and down this season. Even though they're 10th, they've been doing really well this season, and I have to give it to them. But 7-0, honestly, it could have been 8, 9, 10. To be honest with you, I didn't expect that they were going to win that with that kind of margin, but they did, and it was a fantastic win from them. Honestly, Chris Wood, first player to score a hat-trick since Brian Clough in 19-something. I think 1962. I don't know. I can't say the facts properly. But Elanga, 10 assists for Chris Wood. Chris Wood has scored 28 goals in 40 games since under Nuno Espirito Santo. Since he's been there. So honestly, Chris Wood, when he was at Newcastle, they didn't really give him a chance, and rightly so as well, because they had I forgot the striker's name, the one that's always injured most of the time, and they had Isak as well, so it was very difficult. But he is one of those strikers. He's a old traditional number 9, where literally all these passing at the back, they don't do it. Nottingham Forest is a counter-attacking team. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes, they're in the opponent's half, and 7-0 hat-trick from Chris Wood. Oh my God, who needs Chris Wood when you've got W9? Who need R9 when you've got W9? That's what the chance is that Nottingham Forest are saying. Honestly, fantastic game from them, and couldn't have been a better day. Could have been even more, to be honest with you. But literally, great game from them, and we move. The next one, Newcastle versus Fulham. I did say Newcastle are the better side actually, and I did say that. And on top of it as well, but I said Fulham are not going to make it easy, and they rightly so. They didn't make it easy. Newcastle started off really well. Murphy, who's had a fantastic season as well, even though Harvey Barnes has been brilliant. Gordon has been brilliant actually, and he's been obviously playing in that position. But Murphy as well, quiet player, does his job, doesn't complain, squad player, happy to do his job and go home. Scored a brilliant goal, and then Fulham equalised by a penalty, I believe. Was it a penalty? I can't even remember. But they scored. Raul Jimenez, I did say about him as well that he's been playing fantastic this season and he's coming back to his best. And then the number 9 scored. Muniz scored. Great finish and a fantastic goal from him as well. And honestly, he's a fox in the box. And they beat Fulham. But Newcastle could have came back. Isak hit the bar. Honestly, it's one of them games, but disappointing loss for Newcastle. Even though I was expecting a result from them, but it's football. The next one is Bournemouth versus Liverpool. I did say this game could have been one of those games that Liverpool could probably lose points, but Mo Salah is a difference maker. Honestly, the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool is Mo Salah. Let's be honest with you. Arsenal lack that player, but we've got it in Saka, but obviously he doesn't produce the same numbers as Mo Salah does, but we do have it in Saka. So honestly, Mo Salah, fantastic finish. That second finish, you got to give it to him. You know what he's going to do, but you can't stop him. Great finish, and happy for him. And honestly, Liverpool are rising. Their 9 points clear now, so Arsenal have to win today. Have to win against Man City. Saying that as well, the next game. But Bournemouth, they played absolutely amazing. They played fantastic. And I keep saying, they were very, very unlucky. They even scored, but it was ruled offside. They were so unlucky. Semenyo hit the bar. Honestly, they played really well. And Liverpool could easily have lost this game, or could easily have chosen this game. But that's why you have a top goalkeeper, Alisson, who kept them in the game, and it was fantastic. The next one, Ipswich versus Southampton. I called it right. I said one of these teams have to win. They can't afford a draw. One of them has to win, and I said it could be 2-1 to Southampton or 2-1 to Ipswich. I did say Ipswich were the favourites because of the results Southampton has had. But honestly, Ipswich's goalkeeper, that guy needs to be dropped. He's lost them so much points this season. He's absolutely ridiculous. But in saying that, great win for Southampton. I've watched Southampton games this season. They've been playing fantastic, and on top of it as well, they're just making so much mistakes at the back. But honestly, I've been quite impressed with their football. Great win from them. The Nigerian player that scored, I forgot his name. He used to play for Rangers, but I forgot his name. But great win from them, and they move. Everton versus Leicester. Honestly, Leicester, oh my God. I was expecting them to put up a better fight than this, but they scored Decore, one of the fastest Premier League goals, scored in 40 seconds. Honestly, crazy from him. And Beto, 2 goals, great finishes as well. Literally great finishes. And on top of that as well, the balls to him though, and the great finishes from him, brilliant. Next one, Wolverhampton, the Midlands derby, Wolverhampton versus Aston Villa. Honestly, I was expecting more from Aston Villa, but I think that effect of John Duran being sold has had an effect on him. Now Ollie Watkins he felt like he was injured, and people are linking it to the Arsenal game, to the Arsenal transfer. So honestly, bad loss for Everton, but fantastic for Aston Villa, but fantastic win for Wolves, and you got to give it to them. Brilliant win from them. Honestly, Cunha, oh, that goal, brilliant goal from him. Even the player that scored the first goal, brilliant goal from him as well. And bad day in the office, but you take it on the chin. And but Aston Villa are still having a good season. Now I'm hearing Morgan Rodgers are the one playing up. He's the one going to be playing up front, but they've just signed Marcus Rashford on loan with obligation to buy, so it should be interesting. And hopefully, for the sake of Marcus Rashford's career, I hope he can revive himself in Aston Villa, because if he doesn't revive himself, honestly, I don't know where he's going to go next, because if he doesn't revive himself, he's probably have to go abroad to teams like AC Milan or Italian League, or just go Saudi and know that, look, call it a day. But listen, I'm definitely sure Marcus Rashford is lacking of confidence, and is lacking of someone to put his arm around his shoulders. And but that's the Premier League results. I'm about to talk about the games that are happening today, so watch out and stay tuned.